Hi friends, I'm glad you're here. This next video never made it out to Dre's World. I shot it about a year and a half ago at Louisiana's old state capitol building, long before the quarantine. So I hope you enjoy this blast from the past. I'll see you in the next video. Hello friends, it's Drayton. Welcome to my world. Today, we are in Louisiana's state capital, Baton Rouge. We're gonna tour the old state capitol building. Let's see what's going on inside and learn a little history of Baton Rouge and this specific building. I know your next question, and the answer is 56. There were 56 steps leading up to the old state capitol building. The inside rotunda, I believe you would call it, is really nice. And I learned some facts from the nice ladies up here at the front desk. It's a free museum. They give you this guide to all the rooms, and there's some offices upstairs where some young future leaders of the state of Louisiana are currently in session right now, learning some things for their school, learning to debate and such. So it's a pretty cool thing they have here, and it's a museum of history of Louisiana politically. And well, it's time to check out the first room.
Louisiana's river capital, a city built on the great Mississippi. It was the lifeblood of ancient civilizations, and then the highway of empires and commerce. But the French never did much with the place during cotton plantations, and soon to become
Old maps. I really like checking out these old maps of cities. This is a cool one. The Mississippi River flowing through it. Huey Long, the famous Huey Long. This was the governor's private office. So the first room we saw was the reception room. And the only two items in here that are original is this piece here with the mirror and the center table. That was here in use when Huey Long was in this office. Check it out, original wallpaper piece. 1900. Ceilings are so tall. I bet they're 18-foot tall ceilings. I'll pick a Jimmy Davis. Let's see. I don't know what's happening there. Not really my scene. Something I learned about this place is that the doors here that you see, they're made to look like oak, but they're actually cypress. They're local cypress. And they have a special treatment on them that makes them look like that. It's not actually that. And a lot of the wood that you see in the building is actually cast iron. It's painted to look like that. We'll take a closer look at that. there. We have a whole room dedicated to this guy, Huey Long. He was a pretty important person in the history of Louisiana. He was the people's man. Everyone loved him. He was...
The only way about we can ever break this country off
Here he is.
is to redistribute the wealth. We have an organization here in Louisiana which is determined and bound to our strongest.
He was even a songwriter. Oh, look at that. You're the band. I was in marching band, so it's interesting to me that... So I was in marching band in school and in college, played French horn, baritone, trumpet, etc. And it's interesting to me, he was really interested in the marching band, so he donated a lot to the, and helped start, I guess, the LSU marching band. So there's some history there that's kind of cool to me.
The President has now swallowed our Share Our Wealth program. But we've had the promises from the President many, many times. No empty words, no empty messages mean anything to us. And no kind of law except one that gives employment and home and comfort and education to our people will satisfy us in the least.
Not everybody liked Huey Long. This was the office where he was shot and killed with this gun. Who do you think shot Huey Long? This is a wristwatch worn by one of Huey Long's bodyguards that fell off in the attack. These are 2 bullets found in the room after the attack. So no one knows who actually shot and killed the loved Huey Long. Who can make a difference? So I'm going to lift it and find out. Oh, that's me. Hey, everybody. Here's a cool one, the automatic voting machine. This one was developed in the 1800s, but it finally hit the market in the 1900s. Very simple. Check it out. Question 1. Should we have a 3-day weekend? I'm going to go ahead and say most of you would say yes. So you just click that. See, you can't press no. Now, if you want to change your mind, it's fine. Just go back and change your mind. And when you're all done, there's a couple levers to pull. You can do this and then that, and you're done. World's oldest world's oldest and shortest written constitution in the world. What do you call that when you use the same word twice in the same sentence? It's an interesting piece of history to me. Zachary Taylor, Louisiana's only U.S. president, moved his family here to Baton Rouge in the 1820s, died in his office in 1850. Here's a piece of glass, kind of hard to see on the film, but you get the idea. He was important enough to have his face on a bottle. Ghost of the castle. I like a good ghost story. I hear that there is some ghostly activity, perhaps in this room, but I hear in the, what does it say here? It's the treasurer, presumably. Feels kind of ghostly. This Some interesting history. This is Napoleon Bonaparte. As I'm sure you've heard in your school days and after, he was the one who sold this area in the Louisiana Purchase from France to the United States for $15 million way back in the day. That's him, Napoleon. Andrew Jackson. Had some hair, man. George Washington, president at the time. There he is. If you didn't know, the Louisiana Purchase was a pretty big purchase. And all the way from where we're at down here in Louisiana, all the way up into Canada, the two provinces of Canada. An example of some of the cast iron that's made to look like wood. It's not wood. From a distance you can't tell, so hey, looks nice. Pirate. All of this is iron. It's a lot of metal in this building. The reason for that is that during the last Civil War, the building was burned down, and in the second restoration, which we're in now, it was rebuilt like this with this cast. No chance of it burning like that again. Of course, there's a gift shop. Gonna go check it out, see what's shaking. Hopefully there's some gummy bears. Instant Civil War. I don't know if I want to mess with this package. Seems like
I thought, what is it gonna do?
a dangerous, it's the most dangerous toy I've ever seen in my lifetime. Things that when I was a kid, I would find on a field trip and I couldn't afford it. Today I can, and I'm gonna buy a pencil. I'm gonna buy whatever color pencil I want and not worry about dipping into my lunch money for it. I'm gonna get this. Very interesting place I found myself in today. I happen to be loving Louisiana currently. Interesting children's book. Pick up a Louisiana state patch for the fantasy wall. Not an American flag either. Thanks for joining me today, friends, on this tour of the old state capitol building here in beautiful Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Looks a little bit like Ted Danson, doesn't he? Andrew Jackson and Ted Danson might have maybe a family connection. I've been watching Cheers lately, the old reruns on Netflix. It's maybe in my mind because of that. He does look like Ted Danson though.